And right into another one. Literally right after. No break. Ain't no snoozing time. Going right into it. Troy Baker and Laura Bailey. So if you hate The Last of Us 2, don't watch this. Sponsored by WD Black. Well, you need like an actual compatible one for PS5. Don't know about Xbox. From the makers of all of these things. Rom, rom. Vroom, 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 vroom.
Hello there, and welcome to the Future Game Show powered by WD Black. I'm Laura Bailey, but you may know me as Abby Anderson from The Last of Us Part 2 or Kate Diaz from Gears of War. Today, though, I'll be taking a break from fighting the apocalypse to bring you a whole host of exciting game trailers, reveals, and updates. But before we get into all that, I need to get my co-host on the line. I'm sure you're going to be familiar with this person. He's appeared in
Everything.
The Last of Us, Uncharted,
Everything.
God of War.
Everything.
You name it, he's probably in
Everything.
the So without further ado, here is my good friend and continual co-star, Troy Baker.
Hello.
Hello, Laura. You look amazing, as always. Yes, you may know me from a few video games. Joel Miller in The Last of Us, or good old Agent Jonesy from Fortnite. But over the next hour or so, Laura and I are going to be giving you the inside scoop of some incredibly exciting games and also showcasing developer interviews.
Go back to Retro
trailers,
Replay
and a
with
whole
Nolan
lot more,
North, please.
including
Do Uncharted 4 with him.
world premiere.
Please.
There's also a chance to win a $500 gift card and a WD Black hard drive by following the link here. And we have a new addition to the show this year, the virtual show floor. More on that later. But let's kick things off with the first world premiere. And for that, we're going prehistoric.
It's not Jurassic Park again. We've seen that already. Twice. Is it Ark 2? Is that what it was called? Vin Diesel. Don't think so. It might be. Future Game Show usually has a lot of interesting stuff. Be very, very quiet. What the fuck are you walking like that for? Instinction. What? You made up a word. Instinction. Oh, that hits the spot. I've killed all the fucking deer and all the lions and the elephants. And now we're gonna go after the dinosaurs. I think it's like Cabela's Dangerous Hunts, but you go after dinosaurs? No. I thought at first it was a bit like that. No. I don't know what the fuck's going on. What? You just shoot randomly at dinosaurs? Looks terrible. That's the Starfield gameplay that they didn't show off. That's what Starfield's going to look like.
I wonder if you can put hats on the dinosaurs. Extinction is expected in 2022. What's next, Laura?
Next up, Grow.
Yeah,
Song
no,
of
we've
the
known that
Evertree
for
is
ages.
A sandbox adventure about the healing power of nature. Let's throw it over to Prideful Sloth HQ to find out more.
G'day from Prideful Sloth HQ. I'm Adam.
And I'm Cheryl, and we're the design team on Grow Song of the Evertree. Grow is Prideful Sloth's latest project that we're working on with 505 Games.
Grow Song of the Evertree is a beautiful sandbox game about growing new worlds, building a town, and bringing harmony back to the land.
Grow will be available later this year on PC, PlayStation, Xbox.
Oh, I've
and
seen
Thanks for
something on
watching.
this.
Once upon a time, our lands teemed with creatures great and small. The beauty of the worlds was unrivaled.
All things bright and
The people
beautiful.
thrived and lived in harmony with the land around them.
Wasn't there a game called Grow Home that was? I think I played that. It was good. I thought this was going to be something to do with that, but no.
Slowly, without much notice, the withering was creeping out from the darkness. Once it took hold, there was little that could be done. Our lands were overrun, and all that was cherished disappeared before us. But all was not lost. One young, brave soul stayed behind. With support from their
God.
friends and with boundless determination,
Woochie-goochie-goo.
this young soul seeks out a way to push back the withering.
It's Animal Crossing
and bring
again, isn't it?
life back to our world.
How many Animal Crossing-like games can we have?
Grow, Song of the Evertree.
That was Grow, Song of the Evertree, which is coming to PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch in 2021.
Okay, Laura, that was extremely cute, but have you considered more dinosaurs?
You can't just hijack every game reveal and make it about dinosaurs, Troy.
Life.
He used to do that fucking. He used to do that impression on Retro Replay.
This is a.
This is the you're not showing the same
different
fucking trailer
world.
again. Show the actual game this time. No, no, no.
Hi, I'm Rich
No.
Newell, Game Director at Frontier Developments. So as you may have seen earlier at the PC Game Show, we're
Yes.
working on Jurassic World Evolution 2. We're really excited about it, and we're looking forward to creating the most authentic Jurassic experience yet. We've got tons of new features across 4 different game modes, including our original Jurassic campaign, which is a story set after the events of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. You're going to be leading efforts to contain, control, and conserve all those dinosaurs now running out in the wild. You'll be working alongside characters from the films, voiced by original talent such as Jeff Goldblum. And in the game, we have over 75 prehistoric species. We've got new dinosaurs. We have returning community favorites.
Nina says this and the PC gaming show is not needed. All the games worth showing have already been shown. No, they haven't. There has not been anything that has been worth showing that has been showed yet.
One of the many prehistoric species we have in the game.
Xbox
This
had
is an
nothing.
iconic,
Ubisoft had
popular
nothing.
dinosaur. It's the
Apart from Mario and
Triceratops, but We're
Rabbids.
showing you it in a new environment never seen before in Jurassic World Evolution. I hope
This
you
is usually
enjoy it,
where
and
the
I'm
good
looking
stuff
forward
is.
to the game releasing later this year.
Like the Future Game Show had like the best stuff last time.
The Triceratops
Hey,
is
actual
one of the most
gameplay.
recognizable herbivores to ever have existed.
Starfield and Forza. Well,
It
we
is
didn't
best
see anything
known
of
for its
Starfield,
trio of
and
facial
Forza looks
horns.
exactly the same as Forza Horizon
These
3.
adornments are not just for display purposes. The brow
just a
horns
racing
in
game.
particular can inflict considerable damage to any dinosaur that dares to provoke it.
Well, we saw a tiny bit of in-game footage
That
there.
was Jurassic World Evolution 2, which is launching in 2021 on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S.
Ooh, too many things.
Okay, for this next section, we're bringing the joys of E3 to your home with a series of demos you can play.
Get out of my house
right now. That's right.
What are you doing in my house?
This is the Future Game Show virtual show floor. And remember, if any of the featured games grab your interest, you can try them out now by heading to the Future Game Show Steam page. So let's head down to the show floor where I believe Laura is waiting.
Yes, hello, and welcome to the Future Game Show's virtual E3 show floor. Just look at it, Troy!
I am looking at it. It is incredible. They, nailed it. You know, minus the queuing and the heat and the, how do I say?
The germs.
Musk that's in the air. But man, the darkness,
diseases.
Perfection.
All right, enough reminiscing. Let's check out some games. I'd like to start by showing you A Tale of Paper. This is a striking platformer from Open
Kind of reminds me of Little
House Games, where you
Nightmares
transform
already.
to solve puzzles in an oversized world, dodging creepy crawlies and mischievous Roombas.
And now for another Tale of Paper as you shift packing boxes in the house-moving sim Get Packed, fully loaded. As you can see, it's all
Oh, this one. Okay. There's another game like this that was actually good.
It's going to be available on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC, and is
But it was
also
called something else.
backwards compatible on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S.
Are you done saying couches?
Yes. Hey, Laura, do you want to...
Sofa.
Sure. What do you have? Wait, what's that?
Oh, don't worry about that.
Codes.
There's Steam Early Access codes.
Wow.
Go.
So about that drink?
Right, yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, here's a genre cocktail full of co-op action RPG combat and finished with a survival twist. How does that sound, huh? Okay. I said, how's a...
I heard what you said.
genre...
Just tell me about the game.
This is Gatewalkers, which sees you and up to 3 other
Codes
players
4
banding
was for
together
that
to tackle
Chernobyl Light
procedurally
game.
generated worlds full of monsters. But you also have to gather resources to fight off hunger, thirst, and
The UI looks a
cold.
bit iffy, to say the
and
least.
element cold. Got it.
Wow. Let's hope no one gets thirsty enough for another one of your jokes. Anyway, come over here and
Game
check out
Deck.
the many
Game
imaginative
Deck.
worlds
They showed
of
this off
Game Deck.
at something.
This is an isometric RPG. It has you solving crimes
Didn't it
across
get a demo?
multiple virtual realities, where your choices will shape the world around you in and outside of the simulations.
Ooh. Speaking of detectives, check this out. Backbone is a gorgeous adventure game from Eggnut set in a dystopian Vancouver,
Oh dear.
where you must crack cases to
Furries.
clean house in this corrupt post-noir city.
I like it. I like the art style
You're a
though.
raccoon.
Crikey.
Well, if you like raccoons, allow me to
Careful.
offer you more critter-based adventures.
There's more Chernobyl-like
Pines.
fucking things there.
Set inside of a magical storybook, Beacon Pines sends players to a sleepy mountain town where you collect powerful words that can completely alter the narrative in this charming but mysterious tale.
You know, I'm detecting a theme with the anthropomorphic animals.
Exactly.
You know, Laura, I've always... Huh. Another set of codes. Interesting.
Troy, focus. I've got a triple threat of fighting foxes to show you. This is Trifox,
What the
a
hell?
charming cartoon brawler where you fight waves of enemies as one of 3 adaptable combat classes. Great, huh?
Looks kind of cool.
Yes, totally. But now it's time to get serious. Mankind is gone, but the beavers remain. Welcome to Timberborn.
Ooh.
It's a unique city builder where players set out to create the ultimate beaver society. This involves everything from constructing
Yes.
dams to crafting
Yes.
carousels.
Yes.
There's even
This is
bugs with
what we have
critters
been
need a
missing
solid
from
work-life
gaming.
balance.
That
Yes.
is So, what's next?
Yes. I'm playing
Never
that.
fear, the Rift
That's what's going to make me
Breaker
play a
is
city
here.
builder.
Wow.
Beavers.
What was that?
Is what I would say if I was playing our next game, which is a base building
This game's
survival
been
game where
fucking
you
coming
hack
out
and slash your
forever.
way through hordes of alien creatures. Look at it.
Oh, no. I want to hear more from the Rift Breaker.
Okay, maybe after this showcase we're meant to be hosting.
And with that, we've reached the end of our little tour. But remember, you can go hands-on with all of these games right
You
now.
might have to check out that
by
beaver
visiting
one
the
later.
Future Game Show
'Cause I
page
do
on
love
Steam. Now,
a big beaver.
how do we quit this? Is it a... No, that's not... That's update preference. I don't need to update this. Laura, can you help me out just a little bit?
I got you. Okay, we're back. quick note, from here on in, when you see this pop up on screen during a trailer, it means you can visit the Future Game Show page on Steam to play a demo and go hands-on with the game immediately.
Okay.
Adrian!
Fucking
I was
hell.
doing Rocky. Sorry, I just always wanted to do that. It's because our next game is all about floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. Check out this exclusive presentation from Steel City Interactive about Esports Boxing Club.
Boxing. Do you like to punch people in the face? Are you a dickhead?
The greatest fight roster in video game history. With over 200 fighters already signed, we've got some of the
Can you not quench your thirst for violence?
From the absolute legends of the sport to the most exciting names in boxing today. The first women's division ever represented in a video game.
Beat the shit out of women.
The hottest new talent. But what about the game? Let's take a closer look at the next-gen visuals and gameplay that are set to make ESBC the greatest of all time.
It's good. It's definitely one for the grandkids and stuff to say, look, your old granddad was in a game and busting people up. So it's going to be quite cool.
Oh God, the face. Yeah. I guess that's just how it works. Next gen visuals. I mean, it looks okay, I guess.
The movement system in ESBC is all about fluidity.
Oh yeah. It looks a lot better in motion.
Recreating mannerisms from boxes. The physics system doesn't just rely on animation. This allows us to recreate realistic knockdowns, even when a fighter's unsteady on their feet.
I like the bit where I like the parts where they hug each other.
Now we've had professional boxers.
God, come here, give us a hug. I'm sorry for hitting you.
Provide input through motion capture and actually reviewing the game during its development. And now we really feel like we've created a true representation of the sport.
No, I mean hugging. They're hugging. They go, oh, lovely hug.
Studio, we're still going to aim high when it comes to production values.
Esports Boxing Club, coming to PC and all major consoles with early access in 2021.
Never even heard of it. Is that the first time they've shown it off?
Esports Boxing Club is coming to PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and Series S.
Next up, we've got a deeply immersive World War II shooter with over 100 players taking part in epic battles
Enlisted.
created using aerial photography and satellite imagery. Let's take a closer look at Hell Let Loose.
Oh no, it's Hell Let Loose. I tried to play this and I had no fun. I was like, it ran like shit, and I had no idea what I was doing. I would just get shot immediately.
My name's Max Rea. I'm the founder of Black Matter and the lead developer of Hell Let Loose. Hell Let Loose began as the idea of a couple of hobbyist game developers all the way back in 2015. Following a successful Kickstarter, we launched into early access in the middle of 2019. And since then, we've delivered 9 enormous updates, including entire systems overhauls, 6 new maps, tons of new weapons, gadgets, and vehicles, as well as expanding our unique real-time strategy-inspired metagame. As a result, we've been fortunate to sell more than 1 million copies during our first year of early access. 2021 is only going to be bigger. I'm excited to announce that we're launching out of early access on July the 27th, with the introduction of the Soviet forces on the Eastern Front, including famous battles like Kursk and Stalingrad, before we close out the year by bringing Hell Let Loose to next-generation consoles. Hell Let Loose has only grown due to the vibrant community that surrounds it, from our earliest Kickstarter backers to our newest recruits. We're excited to introduce you to this ever-evolving and expanding World War II experience. We hope you enjoy this first look at what's to come.
Not really, I don't know. It's very hardcore, I guess. Hardcore parkour. July 27th, it actually releases.
Hell Let Loose is launching on Steam on July 27th and coming to Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5 in 2021.
So, Laura, have you ever wanted to play XCOM, but in real time, with up to 7 of your friends?
Of course.
Yep, that's what I thought. Then you need to keep your eye on this next game.
Isn't that just like a
Hello,
top-down
my name
game?
is CEO of Ireland, a game dev studio based in Croatia. And for the past few years, we have been working on the Red Solstice 2 game. It is a real-time tactical battlefield game. It supports up to 8 players and has a fully playable co-op campaign. We are ready to show you the launch trailer now, so get ready for June 17 when the game launches on Steam, and have fun blasting some mutants.
June
You
17th.
are the Executor, a high-class commanding officer with advanced cybernetic capabilities. You were awakened to lead a secret task force that will counter the threat of Stroll mutants and liberate Mars.
Zombies. That aren't zombies. Well, they are. They look like zombies.
Welcome back, Executor. The Stroll infestation has now infected all colonies on Mars. Build your squad from 6 unique classes of elite soldier, utilizing their skills to best suit each mission
XCOM on
type.
Mars.
Customize their weapons and tech, as well as
So
their
if you lose it,
upgrades
it's
and
not as bad
abilities.
as losing Earth.
Take command on the battlefield using the command radio to give orders to the whole squad or individual soldiers. Concentrate fire on targeted locations and carry out supply runs even during the heat of battle. Recruit your friends to the fight and join in up to 8-player co-op missions to save Mars in our name.
Looks like Alien Nation.
Purge Earth of a Mutant Invasion in Red Solstice 2's Survivors, which is coming to Steam on June 17th. Our next game is about delivering mail in a sleepy American lakeside
Yeah,
town.
this game.
Let's join Dylan from Gamius to learn more.
Yes. It's the Alan Wake prequel. No.
Hi, I'm Dylan from Gamius, and it's great to be here at the Future Game Show. We're currently getting very close to finishing Lake, a game that's set in the 80s. You play as Meredith Weiss, who takes a break from her life in the big city to deliver mail in her hometown. It's a job you can do at your own leisure, and you will get to know the people in Providence Oaks along the way. Today, we're excited to share an example of an activity after your workday is done. Movie night with Angie from the video store.
This is fun. It's been ages since I've been to the movies.
Well, they call it the movies, plural, but of course we can only see one movie at a time. So, which one will it be?
My pick? All right, let's see. Big Trouble in Little China? Blue Velvet?
Yeah. It's gonna have
or
loads
The
of
Great
fucking
Mouse Detective?
Oh, the Great Mouse Detective. Great Mouse
Right,
Detective.
I'm ready to
Great
pick.
Mouse Detective. I know that one.
The Great Mouse Detective.
Yes.
Wouldn't have picked you for a Disney fan.
Yes.
Well, let's get in touch with our inner child.
I love that film.
We won't spoil more, and we also can't say what Meredith will do after spending 2 weeks in Providence Oaks, because it's all up to you. Lake is coming first to Xbox and PC this September 1st.
Looks quite blurry
Thanks
in
for
this
watching,
trailer for some
and
reason.
enjoy the rest of the show.
Lake. It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
We're excited to announce that Lake is coming to Steam, Epic Game Store, and Xbox Series X and S on September 1st. Now, what kind of a showcase would this be without a new Souls-like? Our next game is a pixelated take on the genre, following a protagonist with a giant obsidian sword.
Isn't that just Dead Cells? That looks like Dead Cells.
In the beginning, there was dust.
There was God.
And from that dust, the moon
There was the word.
eons of idleness.
And that's not how it
passed,
worked.
Before suddenly, it shattered.
No, it's
Great
definitely not how it works.
celestial chunks cascaded from the heavens unto earth. From one prodigious shard spawned humanity.
Well, with
And
no
from
moon,
another,
the Earth is a bit
the
fucked.
gods. For a great many years, balance endured, until a foul and malevolent deity intervened. Exil spread greed and distrust among his kin, compelling these calamitous beings to conquer man. Centuries of servitude passed, until finally, aided by a veiled ally, humanity revolted. The Great Crusade overthrew the old gods, imprisoning them within the sacred walls of the Citadel.
Is there a game here?
At the expense of untold lives. A peace was wrought, but it was not meant to last, for the miscreant, Exil, returned from his concealment, conducting atrocious experiments upon his caged kindred. A darkness permeated the lands. Rivers stagnated, crops failed, and the world of man began to fade. The great moon, witnessing all, wept a final shard. A shard of the purest.
So the moon is like in 4 bits, but somehow still
A glimmer
fine.
of hope remains.
It's Slave Night Gale. Wow. Fuck you. You didn't even show anything, and it's out soon. And it's like...
Customize your combat style and boss rush Ancient Gods when Eldest Souls drops onto PC and all current console formats July 29th, 2021.
And now we've got a closer look at the next game from the folks behind War Thunder. Here's Tom from Darkflow
Ooh.
Software to guide you through Enlisted.
Oh no. They made... that explains it. Why Enlisted is a bit shit.
Hi there, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully our little trailer has got you interested. My name's
I've
Tom,
already played it.
and I'm part of the team at Darkflow Software behind our new game, Enlisted, a historical World War II shooter with some unique gameplay quirks. One of Enlisted's most unique features
The
is
uniquest
squad
quirk
mode,
is that it's
where you
shit.
head into battle with a squad of AI soldiers under your control.
No, wait, that's not unique.
You can instruct them on how to
That's
react
pretty
to
common.
enemies, and most importantly, you can switch between any of them seamlessly with the press of a button. You'll only need to respawn when your entire squad is wiped out. This way, you're always kept right in the middle of the action. Although, if you prefer a more traditional shooter experience, we have a fleshed out solo mode too, where you will only fight against other players. At its core, Enlisted aims to form a golden middle ground between the more hardcore and arcade-style shooters currently available. Time to
Really?
kill is kept short. A bolt-action rifle to the chest will down a soldier in a single shot, with submachine guns and pistols taking only a few hits. Vehicles as well.
This
can,
looks
of course,
better
be
than when I played it.
devastating, but have their limitations.
They've made it
Aircraft
better?
restricted to the cockpit view, and crew inside tanks can only use viewports to spot targets. So you'll need to keep your wits about you to really get the most out of these machines. Progression in Enlisted is
Oh
spread over
god, no.
various
The
campaigns.
UI still looks
Currently,
fucking
you can
terrible.
Fight in Moscow,
Looks
Normandy,
awful.
and Berlin, with Tunisia and many more coming soon. Each campaign features new weapons and equipment. Firearms can be improved to increase their raw performance, and soldiers can be leveled up to grant them specialized perks. Different classes of soldiers are able to equip different gear, with specialist classes such as engineers able to build structures anywhere on
And
the map,
nobody
including
does.
fobs, sandbags,
Nobody
and barbed
does.
wire defenses, and even anti-tank cannons and AA guns. Enlisted aims to keep historical accuracy in the forefront of development. Firearms, locations, and uniforms are all true to history. No neon pink Sten guns and mohawks here. Each army will be decked out with the equipment they actually used during their respective conflicts. Because of the squads feature, you'll never be short on targets. Twitch reflexes and fast reactions will of course have their place in Enlisted, but even if you haven't had the time to fine-tune your skills, you'll easily be able to come away with a kill count in the double digits. The AI, however, are very attentive and react to sound, and not to be underestimated. But that's all we've got time for. Make sure to give it a try yourself by heading over to enlisted.net/join. Enlisted is cross-platform and available now on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S, and currently in open beta. New content is added regularly, and no progress will be wiped upon the full release. Once you've signed up, use the code ENLISTNOW for a free bonus on us. I've been Tom.
To get a gun that
and I
isn't
hope to see you
shit.
all on the battlefield.
Because the
Cheers.
submachine guns, well, the fully automatic guns are way
That was
more
Enlisted,
powerful.
which is available now on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S.
I can see it doing
Next
well
up,
on
we've got
console.
a bullet-time stunt shooter with fully destructible environments. Oh, and the protagonist only has one arm. Let's check out Severed Steel.
Well, why didn't you get another one? We've seen this already. But I'm not really sure about it. It looks like a tech demo to me. It's got a demo. Could play it. Surprise, motherfucker! It looks way too fast. Like, ridiculously fast. The fact that like the bullet time is in the game so you can actually shoot people, because otherwise it would be too fast. How'd you reload with one hand? It's like Resident Evil 7.
Severed Steel is coming soon on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation.
Okay, notepads at the ready, because for this next section, we're going to race through 8 exciting upcoming games that deserve your full attention. Here's our future hits montage for 2021.
Deserve your full attention, except we're going to skip through them very fast. That looks cool. I've seen that in the PC gaming show. Dice Legacy. Ooh. What is it, like a fucking city builder, but you have to roll dice to see if you're actually gonna, like, actually harvest the crops. This looks cool. This actually has a unique art style. A lot of bloom, or whatever you call it. Definitely not fried chicken. Well, so you can have a mass shooting happen. Well, that looks great. That. Oh, there's guns. You could do that in the UK because farmers are allowed shotguns to shoot like pheasants and stuff. Whoa. What's that? What the fuck is that? No, show that again. What was that?
Okay, I might regret asking this, but you want to help me with this next one, Omachow?
Okay.
Sonic!
Did you know that Sega recently announced Sonic Colors Ultimate? We've got some exclusive gameplay from a stage that nobody has seen yet. I hope Sonic does okay without
I'm gonna buy this.
Did not regret it.
Is she doing Tails' voice?
Hi everyone, I'm Katie Golden, Senior Producer at Sega of America. And I'm excited to share with you an exclusive clip of Tropical Resort from our upcoming release, Sonic Colors Ultimate. Please enjoy.
So it's a new level they've added? Or is it the same level? It's a bit fucking blurry, I guess, because it's so fast, the stream can't keep up with it. The bitrate's not high enough. I'm so bad at Sonic, that's the problem. I was terrible at the originals as well. It's more of like muscle memory, really. Because things come so fast, you've just got to instinctively press buttons. Press the buttons. Laser! I've seen quite a lot of this game, the Wii version, already. So it came out 11 years ago now, didn't it? Whee! Play it in 4K on PC. Sonic games are really short though, because it's so fast. You go through all the levels so quickly. Whoa. You've done it in 1 minute and 14 seconds. B rating. A rating. Yay!
Get ready for Sonic Colors Ultimate, which is racing onto PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC on September 7th. Moving swiftly on, we've got a new management game from Chucklefish where you play as a powerful artificial intelligence in control of a space station. Do you want to roll the trailer, Troll?
It's another pixely game.
I'm sorry, Laura. I'm afraid I can't do that. I know that you were planning to disconnect me.
No, never mind. I'll handle it. Here is Starmancer.
Chucklefish. Well, that's fancy. I like that. Does that happen in the game when you play it? I'm having a shit in it. Ruh-roh. No. But we're out of here. We're leaving you. Why?
We're excited to announce today that Starmancer is coming August 5th, 2021, and it's available to wishlist on Steam now.
Laura, ever since that lake trailer, I've been thinking, have you ever wondered about the Postal Service? Like, that there's just so much mail,
Not really, no.
Okay. You're saying you don't know about Jeff and Deborah?
Who are What are you talking about? I'm just gonna press this button again and hope it explains everything.
Oh, it will. Trust me.
Kiwi is a game about two kiwi birds who work at the post office.
Oh, this game, we've seen this.
Their names are Jeff and Deborah.
Hi.
I'm Joel, I'm one of the developers on Kiwi, and I'm going to show you how a Kiwi level changes over the course of the game.
Is it co-op only,
So in
though?
this room, you're transcribing urgent messages and assembling them ransom note style by stamping them onto the page with your butts. You'll come back to this room every so often throughout the game, but there will always be a new twist to change things up. So as summer turns to autumn, now your word fragments are moving around on conveyor belts, and you'll need to chop certain words in half with the descrambler to get the pieces.
This looks like it's a fucking nightmare.
Jeff and Deborah are going to have to deal with all kinds
Super
of hazardous
stress
work conditions. You've got
inducing.
sandstorms during the summer, mayfly swarms. These guys have no respect for personal property. Paranormal activity. This is genuine footage of an actual haunting. In winter, the post office gets hit with a huge blizzard, and now this level becomes about sharing the warmth of a single tiny lantern to break through blocks of ice and keep each other from becoming kiwi sickles. Our little heroes are going to face new challenges every level and in every room of the post office, whether they're typing telegrams, or packaging shipping crates, or helping an octopus sort the mail. It's all in a day's work for Jeff and Deborah. Also, you can dress up your Kiwis.
Of course.
Don't say we never did nothing for you. We're releasing Kiwi on August 31st for PC and all major
But it's
consoles.
co-op only,
We hope
isn't
to
it?
see you at the post office.
You can't play that in
Thanks for
single
watching.
player, no way. That's
All
a
right,
shame.
You got me, Troy. I'm a believer. Co-op Postal Puzzler Kiwi is coming to PC and all current console platforms on August 31st, 2021.
But I want to play it.
Told you. Next up, we've got a roguelike with an attitude, a game show shooter where you earn likes for dunking on competitors and causing a little wanton destruction. Will the circle be unbroken? Get it? Find out in this world premiere.
It's like, what's that film with Arnold? Arnold! What's it called again? I forgot. It's not exactly what I was expecting. That fucking horn sound effect. It was a demo then. Pilot. Demo. Why do you always have to come up with new names for stuff?
That was Death Run TV, and you can play the pilot right now by heading down to the Future Game Show page on Steam.
I get it as a pilot because it's a TV show, but it's still a demo.
Because this next game tasks players with building a team of stalkers to survive a 3D scanned recreation of the Chernobyl exclusion zone. Here's more on what to expect in Chernobylite.
We've seen this game already.
Mówi się, że to, co designerzy sobie wymyślają, to jest pisanie listu miłosnego. Każdy kiedyś był zakochany, pisał list miłosny, wydawało mu się, że to jest takie piękne, wspaniałe, a potem po latach znajdował te listy i mówi: Jezus Maria, co ja tu za bzdury pisałem. Zaczynaliśmy właściwie od gry, gdzie skupialiśmy się na przetrwaniu, na menedżowaniu swoim czasem i towarzyszami. To wszystko wydawało się po designersku dobre, ale zwykle emocjonalnie dosyć nudne. I dlatego dodawaliśmy coraz więcej elementów, które angażowały gracza, które były dla niego ciekawe. Na początku był to taki mały chat, który gracz sobie mógł modyfikować, ale był całkowicie opcjonalny. Z biegiem gry on stawał się coraz bardziej sensem gry, coraz bardziej jego sercem. Nadawaliśmy coraz większą rolę naszym towarzyszom i warto im było dać właśnie tą walkę, coraz więcej potworów, coraz więcej możliwości, coraz więcej broni. Absolutnie normalnym jest, że zaczyna się z czymś zupełnie innym niż to, z czym się kończy.
Fight to survive when Chernobylite comes to PC on July 28th, as well as Xbox and PlayStation in the summer.
Really? That's coming to console?
If you were lucky enough to catch one of the early access codes during the virtual
Early
show
access.
floor, you can play Chernobylite right now. But if you missed them, we've also got more codes to give away on GamesRadar.com.
Next up, here are our friends at Team 17 to show us what they've been cooking up with their upcoming PC and console games. Let's take a look.
We got a new ukulele game.
Product not yet rated.
Oh, what? They're doing what? They published that? Really? Seems kind of out of their usual things that they would publish. This is more like it. Super Mag Bot. Super Mag Bot. Super Mag Bot. Super Bot. Super Bot. So many pixelated games. They all blend into one. Animal Crossing. Again. And it's in early access. I feel like I just keep seeing the same game over and over again. Honey, I joined a cult in early access. Great. Mass suicide. Oh, this game I saw last time. It's out now. When did nobody told me? Fucking. I like the look of that. It's like Sid Meier's Pirates. Oh, a new Overcooked game. Or an update. It's an update for this game that's already out. Happy birthday to you too.
Be sure to wishlist any games that spark your interest on our Steam page. It really does help the developer out. Or you can also head over to gamesradar.com for more info.
What is wishlisting? I mean, you
has
just
an engrossing
you're putting it
art
on your
style
list.
reminiscent of everything from Wes Anderson movies to Wallace and Gromit. Let's
Ooh.
throw it over to the Slow Bros to
Wallace
talk
and
you through
Gromit.
some exclusive gameplay from their stop-motion handmade adventure, Harold Halibut.
Hi, my name's
Ooh.
Zonat, and I'm the director and composer of Harold Halibut.
And I'm Ole, the game's art director.
Harold Halibut is a handmade narrative game about friendship and life on a city-sized spaceship stuck undersea.
Fedora.
It's been 250 years since your home. An Ark-like spaceship fled an Earth on the verge of Cold War to find a habitable planet on which to preserve the human race. You are Harold, a young lab assistant to the ship's lead scientist, Jean Marot. While most of the other inhabitants have reconciled themselves to a life lived aboard the sunken ship, Marot still works tirelessly to find a way to leave the planet and find a new, drier home. Of course, we don't want to spoil too much of the story, so let's dive into some gameplay details. You're able to explore a huge part of the spaceship right from the beginning of the game. While the professor will always have tasks waiting for you, the wonderfully weird rest of the Fedorans will keep you just as busy. It was very important for us to not only focus on an exciting main storyline, but to create a world
Social
full of interesting
responsibility.
events and meaningful encounters. The dialogues don't only help you progress in the main story, but also help you get to know more about the many characters that inhabit our world. Weaving through the narrative, you'll run into playful interactions like repairing a broken 3D printer. Your PDA is always available to you for an overview of current tasks as well as messages from other characters.
This is also where Harold's personal drawings are kept, as well as a few more shenanigans. At this point, you might be wondering how we achieved the stop-motion-like look of the game. We are in fact building every single thing you see in the game in the real world. We build sets and
I guess
puppets
that's
and then 3D scaling.
I guess that's news to people who don't
We're
know
then able
what
to
stop
use
motion is, but that's pretty
capturing
much
to create lifelike animations
how
for
it
a
works.
huge cast of characters. While the game begins with Harold's mundane day-to-day,
I love the
mysterious
look of it,
events
but
and a
like
fateful encounter will soon
I'm not
plunge
sure
you
this,
into a new world
it's just not kind of
that
like the
nobody
game
could
I
have
would
guessed existed,
play.
and one that may hold the key to
There's
Moreau's
not much
relaunch plans.
gameplay.
We're really excited to find out how you like being immersed in this unique world and the feeling of puppeteering Harold. There's still quite a bit of work to do, so all we can say right now is that Harold Halibut will come soonish on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Soonish.
You can already wishlist the game on Steam. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Harold Halibut is coming soonish to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Okay, yes, there have been a few gloomy games so far, so we came up with a wholesome chaser. I'm told that the developers came up with something so sweet and so positive that they just had to call it Happy Game. Seriously, if what I'm reading is correct, this one is gonna melt your hearts.
It's like, isn't it like really fucked up, this one? Yeah, it's like really creepy. We've seen this, I think I've seen this before. I can't get it off. Like he's got that stunned expression all the time. Like that Twitch emote. Got a demo. No! Put me down! Oh, no! PC, Mac, and Nintendo Switch. I think that's the first time I've seen Mac.
Okay, Laura, hope you're still there. Tell me you just watched the same trailer that I did?
Troy, yeah, that was something. What I want to know is who the hell is writing this script?
Yeah, I don't know, but they're telling me that Happy Game is coming to PC and Nintendo Switch in 2021.
Yeah, I do agree, Nine It.
Oh, and
but
demos
delays do
available now if you
happen.
want to,
Unforeseen
have a
delays.
cheerful jaunt into a land of wonder. Good luck with that.
Our next game is a gorgeous hand-drawn puzzle platformer following a young mechanic in a broken world. Pay attention at the end of this trailer for some exciting information about the Minute of Islands release date.
A release date at the end of a trailer? What next?
4 brothers, bound by eternal purpose. They all broke at the same time. And a girl named Mo. She knows what must be done. When the blight first came, people began to panic. And now,
They bought
the spores
tons
are
of
taking
toilet
hold of
paper.
whatever remains. Mo's family is still here, however. She has been tasked to protect them. After all, she is the bearer of the Omni-Switch.
We'll give it to someone else. Let them use it. Someone had come all over that. What the fuck?
Minute of Islands.
Out now. On everything.
Yes, we are excited to announce that Minute of Islands is out now for PC, Mac, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch, and will be arriving on Xbox later this week.
Next up, we've got an update from the folks at Techland, who are fine-tuning the zombie parkour of Dying Light 2. Let's throw it over to the developers, who are here to answer some of your questions
No,
about the game.
show something. Don't answer questions. You know what would answer questions? Showing the game.
Can you tell us a bit more about the video we just saw in the PC Gaming Show?
The video presented in the PC Gaming Show brings you closer to Aiden's story. What
Well,
he's
if I hadn't
looking
watched the
for,
PC
what
Gaming
motivates
Show.
him, how he ends up in the city, and of course, what happened in the DL franchise between both games. This is a bunch of important information about the DL2 story.
Okay, so we know more about the main storylines from the mentioned video. How does the game look outside the core
That's
campaign?
important question.
Side quests are an important part of world building in Dying Light 2. Through these quests, you can decide how the city will look like, thanks to the city alignment system, or bring new
Could be
opportunities
blue
for the citizens.
or red.
A great example is an opera singer that Timon mentioned in developers AMA. Some citizens will support your decisions, some of them will not. But it's up to you to decide how the city should look like. We have a lot of game activities prepared for our players, but at this stage we want it to be a surprise for you.
How seamless is the co-op experience? Would you say that the best way to experience Dying Light 2 is with a friend?
It could be. What is cool about the co-op is that it gives you an opportunity to see how the world changes when your friends make different decisions than you. In co-op you can walk in their shoes to experience all those differences. But really there is no just one way to play Dying Light 2. It's up to you guys.
How are you improving the story for Dying Light 2?
We're not.
I know we all have great fun killing infected, but we also want to give you a deep, thought-provoking experience that will let you be immersed in the DL2 world for long hours. On top of that, thanks to the choices and consequences mechanics, the story will be shaped differently.
Can't be worse than the first
depending on
one's
the way you play.
story.
You've promised a great open world that feels alive. How is it going?
Yeah, well, as you can imagine, Dying Light 2 is full of infecteds, but is also full of humans, with their everyday life activities and purposes. We are building Dying Light 2 around a simple rule: ground is death and rooftops alive. What is cool is that NPCs act differently on each of those levels. Also, their behavior depends on choices you make and the way you play.
We know the release date, don't we? Yeah. December 7th. Before it gets delayed again. Pre-order to get these bonuses.
Dying Light 2 is coming to PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on December 7th.
Revealed during the Nintendo Indie World Showcase earlier this year, this next game is a
Oh, Ollie
skateboarding
Ollie.
action platformer. Here's Simon Bennett from Roll7 to give you an exclusive look at Ollie Ollie World.
This looks good, this. Took an Ollie Ollie in a different direction completely. Completely different art style. Completely different. Like it's got like quests in it.
Hi there, I'm Simon Bennett and I'm the co-CEO of BAFTA award-winning studio Roll7. Right now, we're working on Ollie Ollie World. It's our stunning action platformer. You're going to meet quirky characters on a magical road trip through Radlandia. And of course, add a ton of new skate moves into your trick bag.
The first two were good. They were very hard. I could never beat the last few levels of them.
As a studio, we've spent over a decade on flow state games. They transport you into a state of total focus and immersion, and it's something that we very much continue to build on with Ollie Ollie World. If you've played previous games in the series, you're probably pretty aware that you're going to slam a bunch before you succeed. So for players who want it, that challenge is very much still there.
It's really fucking
New
hard.
Players will be happy to hear that the game will welcome you with open arms and ensure that we can get you up and riding in no time. Ultimately, we've managed to make failure part of the fun. Yeah, you're going to get knocked down, but when you finally nail that line, it tastes just that much
We
sweeter.
can go backwards now, which is cool.
There's just so much more flow to the game. We've even added grabs, wall rides.
It's not trials at all.
split
At least not this
routes,
one.
right to left
The other
skating,
ones were.
And a host of insane tricks to keep your fingers busy. There's a range of visually and mechanically distinct areas to explore, packed to the brim.
First one came
with
out
fantastical
years
cast
ago.
of quirky characters, beautiful landscapes, cities, and of course, walking trees. Ollie Ollie World is coming to PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch and PC this winter. Make sure you wishlist it now.
That was Ollie Ollie World.
2014 the first one came out.
All current console platforms this winter.
The second one came out only a year
we've got
after.
A new game from the team at Odd Bug Studio, creators of PSVR's The Lost Bear. This animated story trailer will introduce you to the world of Tales of Iron, and something tells me you might be familiar with the narrator.
For centuries and longer, rats have fought tirelessly.
I hate portals.
To repel the incessant frog invasions. Peace was only ever short-lived. Until finally, a young monarch rose to power. King Rattus, first of his name, unified the rat kingdoms under one rule, repelling Greenwort and his kind back to the putrid swamps from whence they came. Crops prospered, families flourished, and the magnificent Crimson Keep climbed ever higher toward the sky. But as time passed, King Rattus the Savior grew old, and the kingdom vulnerable once more. His people grew anxious, some claiming to perceive a faint odor in the air. Greenwort had returned with a ferocious vengeance. Amassing an army of unfathomable scale, he burned everything in his path towards the Crimson Keep. King Rattus gazed down upon his withered claws, barely able to hold the crown. He had little hope wielding a sword, so it was decided the crown should pass to Whiskers New. Arise, young prince, for the kingdom needs a hero. And so, your tale begins.
What kind of game is it?
Question the reign of the Iron Frog. Doug. Anyway, in Tales of Iron, which is coming to PC and all current console platforms. Our next segment is from Polish Studio Movie Games and hosted by God of War and Twisted Metal director David Jaffe, who recently joined their supervisory board.
He's fallen from grace a
Well,
little bit.
hello, fellas. It's me, David
Yeah,
Jaffe.
hello.
Great to see you. God of War, Twist of Metal, a bunch of PlayStation stuff. These days, I'm doing some new stuff with movie games. These guys, they've hooked up with this great company. You have to have heard of them, Plattige Image, one of the best VFX houses in the business. They worked on The Witcher. They worked on Love, Death, and Robots. We're making a brand new game, the biggest game we've ever done, by the way, that's all about crime and mob and mafia and different time periods. It's going to be great. But for today, settle in, babies. These are the brand new games coming very soon from movie games. Lust from Beyond. Man, this is one of the coolest games I've played in the last year. It's what turned me on to movie games in the first place. What you're looking at is the M-rated, console-friendly version of the erotic horror classic. It's a first-person action adventure game that blends Lovecraftian horror with
rubbish.
weird freaking eroticism. I love this game. Lust from Beyond. Game number 2 is called Fire Commander. It lets you step into the shoes of the only real-life superheroes we got, the first responders. This game is
Of course I would know that
childhood
game because it's a
fantasy
sexy
come to
game.
life.
I know all the sexy games.
This game took me totally by surprise.
It's more of a
You're trapped in
walking
the wilderness,
simulator.
freezing, hungry, and now
At least
you're
the first
starting to
one
go a
was.
little bit insane. Man, you start seeing all kinds of crazy stuff out there. Winter Survival Simulator, it's coming soon. Have a great E3.
Was that
Have
it?
a great
Was that it?
future Games.
Was
I
that
miss you guys. I'll see you soon.
Was that it?
Oh my god.
Thanks to David Jaffe. And check out GamesRadar.com for more about movie games' upcoming titles.
This next presentation comes from the folks at Xseed Games, the makers of Story of Seasons and Rune Factory. Here's a look at their most exciting current and upcoming projects.
Fuck me. What the fuck is that? It's PS2 games coming out still. That's the Switch for you. It's coming out on PS4 as well. Fuck me. Oh, great. See, Nina, these are your games. The Switch games. These are the Switch games that are coming out. These are the reasons to buy the Switch. I go.
But I'm taking this one.
Friends of Mineral Town. God, the font. Look at the font. It's Animal Crossing. For fuck's sake. Stop. Stop. Stop making Animal Crossing over and over again. Stop it. It's Harvest Moon. Same thing. Rune Factory 4? I didn't know they were free before it. It's Animal Crossing again. For fuck's sake. What? You just said a 4, and now we got 5. These games look like mobile games. Look at the UI. Looks like a mobile UI. What the fuck?
I'll get straight to it. Tomorrow. Today, I rest.
I look forward to working together, as colleagues and as rivals.
I mean, the Switch is a mobile console, kind of. Well, it is. You know what I mean.
Marvelous.
Find out more about Xseed's lineup on GamesRadar.com.
This next game is a hack-and-slash RPG with twin-stick shooter elements set in a retro sci-fi world. Here's a new gameplay trailer for Batora, Lost Haven.
A retro game? I'm shocked. Oh, wow. That's not what I was expecting when you said retro. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, now we're talking.
The closed alpha?
Batora Lost Haven is
For a
coming
single-player
soon to
game?
PC and all current console platforms. And you can sign up to play the closed alpha when it launches on July 21st now.
Let's slow things down a bit with a look at the next game from the creators of 2 Point Hospital.
Oh wait, I think I saw something about this a few weeks ago.
No, you didn't. Here's developers
making
Mark
fun of the
Buckley,
leak.
Ben Huskins, and Gary Card to tell you all about it and give you a first look
I
at
knew
gameplay.
they announced that like a couple of weeks ago. It's The Sims. They showed this off already. There's been, I swear there's been way more overlap this year. It's ludicrous.
Introducing 2 Point Campus.
When we were thinking about what we were going to do next, campus and the idea of running a university or a college was something we just kept coming back to. It's a really rich topic.
So people who haven't probably heard of 2 Point Studios may think, oh, schools, that's really dull. Well, hospitals, if you've seen our previous game, isn't about healthcare really. It's a wrapper, you know, we call it 2 Point Hospital, but that's about as close as it gets to real world of medical healthcare.
Campus is taking everything we learned from 2 Point Hospital and taking it to the next level.
The important thing was for us to give the player a canvas that they could completely create themselves.
In Campus, you start with this blank plot of land.
We've got something called the Smart Brush, for example, which allows you to drag interesting shaped pathways. If you want to drag a picket fence, you can drag that along. It's just really easy to paint the world you want.
So it's really simple to drag out in courtyards.
What?
And lay down.
Hasn't that been a standard for years?
And it's fun, isn't it? I mean, it's adding this kind of city builder element to 2 Point Universe.
The difference between 2 Point Hospital and Campus is that we're spending a much longer period with our students.
What
It's
we
The
want to do
Sims.
with Campus is make you care about your university.
You know, the idea of these interesting and different courses are going to attract interesting and different
You've made The
students.
Sims.
So there's a night school.
Horrible pun, but night school, you got it. You're going to train knights of the realm. So it won't be stuffy, normal, boring stuff that made you go to sleep at school. It's going to be really cool, interesting stuff.
That was 2 Point Campus, which is coming soon to PC and all current console platforms.
Our next game is in early development, but it already has a very cool code
Well,
name,
don't
which is
fucking
always a good
show it
sign.
then.
Here's Leo to tell you all about Project
I don't
Ferocious.
go on talking about a shit I'm going to take 6 hours before I have it.
And I'm the developer of Project Ferocious, an action-adventure game set on a mysterious tropical island. Some of you might know me from Twitter as Omniok, where I post about the game and development and tech and stuff. And if not, I've been doing game dev for about 12 years with a big passion, and I've been working on this project for about 2 years. It's the first project of mine I decided to show to the public, and even though I know it still has a very long way to go, I'm very proud to present it today to you on the show. Please enjoy the trailer.
Sea of Thieves 2. And how long did it take you to make this? 7 years. Is it Dear Esther? What's that game called? I forgot. Another how many dinosaurs? They all come at once. It's ludicrous. Why does this happen? You want one thing, it doesn't happen forever, and then all of a sudden they all come at once. Looks boring. It's a fucking boring first-person shooter. Great. With greys and greens. Yay. Targeting 2023.
Project Ferocious is targeting a 2023 release date and coming to PC, PlayStation,
That's the
and
first
Xbox.
time I've heard someone mention 2023.
Our next world premiere asks, what if Doom Guy had a drunk one-night stand with Super Meat Boy?
What?
Guess this next game wants to answer that question for some reason.
How is this going to be anything like Super Meat Boy? How is this Super Meat Boy? 'Cause it's fast. That doesn't mean you're like Super Meat Boy. Another old school style shooter. Yay.
Watch out for Warcry challenges when it stops defying gravity and launches
It'll be a challenge to remember that one.
on PC this summer.
Up next, we've got another world premiere. Conway, Disappearance at Dahlia View is a story-driven detective thriller set in 1950s England. Let's find out more, shall we?
Alright, love. How's it going? Crikey. Alright, Governor.
Robert Conway, 22nd of June, 1954.
It's all proper and British.
I've solved many a case in my time as a private investigator, but nothing so
Is it cell
close
shaded?
to home
No.
as the abduction of Charlotte May. There are some things that take hold of a person and refuse to let go. For me, it's the idea of saving that little girl. My own daughter, Catherine, is on the case. She has the same look in her eye that I used to have. There'll be no stopping her. I wish I could say that all of my neighbors are innocent. I wish I
Who
could
done
say
it?
that. I
It
have
was
the faintest clue where to begin. There's a lot I wish I could say. The truth is, sometimes it takes a nightmare to wake a place like Dahlia View.
Well, that's a game. Maybe. Didn't see any gameplay.
I am in. That was Conway, Disappearance at Dahlia View from White Paper Games, and you can dig into the mystery yourself when it lands on PC and all current console platforms, autumn 2021.
And with that, we're at the end of this year's Future Game Show.
Whoa, hold on. Surely this can't be the end. I mean, it's an E3 showcase.
Nope, sorry, Troy, that's it. Just kidding.
I knew it. All right, let's see it.
I fucking knew it. I just had this fucking... I was like, it's going to be made by that guy. Fuck, I knew it. Well, another game to watch on YouTube and not play. Because it's no fucking gameplay.
My name is Marissa Marcel. I'm 17 years old, and it's my dream to be an actress.
And that really is all we have time for. Be sure to head to GamesRadar.com for more coverage and updates on all the games you've seen today and more.
I'm just sorry. I'm really excited about that Sam Barlow reveal. Yes, and thanks to our headline partners, WD Black, and of course, all of our many talented developers and industry partners that have made all of this possible.
And of course, for everyone tuning in at home.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed today's lineup, and mark your diaries because the Future Game Show will be returning in August.
I'm Laura Bailey.
And I'm Troy Baker.
And this has been the Future Game Show 2021.
Oh. I hate E3. You could save so much money, man, not making these pre-rendered trailers and actually just showing gameplay. What a waste of time and money. Up to 50 games on a 2 terabyte storage. Did that say 2 terabyte? 2 terabytes, 50 games, only 50. There's only one tomorrow, and it's Capcom, so it'll be only about 30 minutes. Yay. Thank God. Praise Gaben. I just hate all this. I hate it. I fucking hate it. Why do they continue to show it off like this? Oh, Jesus. I mean, what did Capcom even have? Resident Evil Village, DLC. I really hope they do a Dragon's Dogma 2. That's not going to happen. I want a Dragon's Dogma 2. Monster Hunter, yeah. Make Dragon's Dogma is basically Monster Hunter. If it was an open world RPG. Make Dragon's Dogma 2 for fuck's sake. Please. New Street Fighter. Great. The Capcom don't really have much that I'd care for, other than Dragon's Dogma, which they're not going to make another one. And Resident Evil. What did Capcom do? Look, Dragon's Dogma was like one of the first ones. Make a new one. Dead Rising. Maybe a new Dead Rising. Possibly. So, Dead Rising, Dragon's Dogma, Resident Evil. I highly doubt there's going to be anything good, though. Devil May Cry stuff could be... Maybe... Maybe... I don't know. I don't think it'll be very long. Mega Man. Mega Man. He's in the bin. He's been forgotten about. No one knows what you ask. You go to Capcom's studios and they go, when there's a new Mega Man? And they go, who? Who? Never heard of him. So yeah, that's going to be it. Tomorrow we can play more Ratchet. I might be able to, I wonder if I'll beat it, because I'm like, I've got like 17 out of the 25 gold bolts. So we're like 3/4 of the way through it. So, Yeah, we'll see. We can play more Ratchet because there's only like one conference. Yay! So thanks for watching. Oh, I'll see you tomorrow. I like the game, but like it's nothing crazy. It's nothing like it's enjoyable. That's about it. I wouldn't pay 70 quid for it, even though I did. But that's why I bought it. That's why I bought it on disc, so I could trade it in. Yeah, but I like it. I do like it. But like I don't know. I think it's quite unpolished. I think it doesn't bring enough new to the table. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.